Today's featured shirts are Socialism is for Idiots, Don't Be an Idiot, and Socialism, Spreading the Wealth Since 1917. Your purchase helps support the independent, uncompromising content on this channel. Grab them while supplies last. The link to these and over 90 other hard-hitting designs are in the description and in the pinned comment.
What democratic socialism means to me is having in a civilized society the understanding that we can make sure that all of our people live in security and in dignity.
Now, at this point, you may be asking yourself, Bernie, how are you going to provide us with all that free crap? Well, it's very simple. The government's going to take one hand and we're going to point a gun in your face. And we're going to take the other hand and we're going to reach around and steal your shit.
The 78-year-old socialist who wants his hands deeper and deeper into everybody's pockets as he increases the power and influence of Big Daddy government over our lives may need to step aside and let the other Democratic lunatics take their shot to sit in the clown chair under the Washington Big Top. Bernie Sanders' campaign said today that the Democratic presidential candidate had a heart procedure for a blocked artery and was canceling events and appearances until further notice.
The 78-year-old experienced chest discomfort during an event yesterday. His campaign said 2 stents were successfully inserted to treat a blocked artery.
Just canceling events until further notice.
He is going to be off the campaign trail for the next few days, canceling his event. During a campaign event yesterday evening, Weaver says Senator Sanders experienced some chest discomfort. Following medical evaluation and testing, he was found to have that blockage. 2 stents were inserted. Weaver says, his campaign advisor says that Senator Sanders is in good spirits. He is conversing, says he's going to be resting up over the next few days. That is why his events and appearances are canceled, at least until further notice.
Before I continue on with this messy-haired gun grabber's health update, listen to the quintessential Bernie bootlickers Anna and Cenk over at the Young Turks just gush with excitement as they inform their viewers how many suckers voluntarily gave their hard-earned money to a guy that's going to turn right around and use that money to enslave them more and more with progressive debt.
So this is great news, especially when you consider that the majority of his donors do come from small dollar donations. And just to give you an idea of how much the average small dollar donor gives, it's about $18.07. So that's good news. The Sanders spokesman who gave a statement to CNN, his name is Mike Casca, said that about 130,000 people had signed up to make monthly recurring contributions and that 99.9% of its total donor base had not yet given the individual maximum of $2,800 per election, which means that things are looking good for the future for Sanders. He's going to keep raising money.
No, that's an incredible sign and send shivers of panic and fear in other candidates in the establishment, because 130,000 recurring donors is gargantuan. And the fact that they have not tapped out. Remember, the reason Buttigieg's numbers are falling, even though they're still big in fundraising, they're falling, is because a lot of the rich people that gave to him already tapped out. They already gave him the maximum they could possibly give him. But for Bernie, since they're giving small amounts, 99.9% of them can still give more, which makes the other guys sweat.
As huge and disgusting as it is to know that there are so many people out there so cemented in their own cognitive dissonance that they would give 1 red cent to any political psychopath, Bernie's 25 million, Pete Buttigieg's 19 million, Kamala Harris 11 million, and Cory Booker's 6 million all combined pale in comparison to the mammoth $125 million that Trump has raised in the last 3 months alone. The New York Times reports, quote, officials said that the various Trump-related committees have raised a combined $308 million this year and have $156 million in cash on hand. How can it possibly be that there are that many people with access to an internet connection who could easily inform themselves on the inherent evils of government and the evils of the minions who make up government and still be so blinded by their cult of personality that they just fork over their hard-earned cash? If that doesn't tell you everything you need to know about the mental state of Americans, I don't know what will. Getting back to Bernie. The 78-year-old Vermont senator experienced chest discomfort during a campaign event on Tuesday and sought medical evaluation. 2 stents were, quote, successfully inserted, and Sanders, quote, is conversing and in good spirits, according to the campaign. Now he's recovering at a Las Vegas hospital. Sanders tweeted on Wednesday afternoon that he was, quote, feeling good, and I'm fortunate to have good health care and great doctors and nurses helping me to recover. Then the AP reports, sounding one of his favorite themes from the campaign trail, he added, none of us know when a medical emergency might affect us, and no one should fear going bankrupt if it occurs. Medicare for all. Now, the AP reported on this, but I couldn't find that tweet. Well, let's say he did say this. Of course you have good health care, Bernie. Your lazy, parasitic ass has been on the DC gravy train lapping up American tax-extorted dollars as you seek to undermine individual sovereignty with your evil socialist policies. Guys, they extort a minimum of $174,000 a year from us to pay people like Sanders, who has all the time in the world to write 2 best-selling books, which ironically propelled him to the top 1% that he's always trying to vilify. People may rejoice that Bernie Boy's not doing so well health-wise, but as long as there are people willing to throw money away in their morphine drip-induced mainstream media coma of political insanity, there will always be another Agenda 2030 snake oil salesman ready to sell you the next hope and change elixir guaranteed to make you safe. If you just step right up and allow them to take a little more of your freedom and steal just a little bit more of your health. Step right up. Hope you get well soon, Bern. The 3-ring circus just won't be the same with one less clown making his way through the crowd, stabbing circus goers in the back. After which, said clowns pick your pockets. Or do they do that before? Leave your thoughts about this for the world, the Google Thought Police, and every Bernie supporter who thinks that robbing others to pay for their health care is virtuous in the comments section below. Before you go, check out our new shirt designs in the shirt store. Here's the Beta Hates America design. Hell no, you're not taking my AR-15. And nobody needs an AR-15. Well, nobody needs a whiny little bitch either. And yet, here you are. And against all enemies, Democrat and Republican. There are over 90 other kick-ass designs in the store and the links in the description. Your purchase supports the message of freedom on this channel. If you get something out of this content, help me beat YouTube's censorship algorithms by liking and sharing this video. And while you're here, why not watch a couple more of my videos? Until next time, stand firm, stay vigilant, and for the sake of all that is right and good, stop giving your rights away to tyrannical psychopaths who want to destroy this country.